Hi there, Aries, and welcome back to Star Lotus Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of October 2021. I went ahead, shuffled cards, laid them all out. We'll go in the monthly format of week by week with an overall energy. So let's get started on your reading, Aries. Your overall energy is the Page of Swords in the upright position. Well, this month could be all about communication. It could be about gossip. It could be about rumors that are going on around. I always equate him to this energy to the person at the water cooler who's, at work, who's telling you, did you hear the latest? I heard they're going to be doing this, they're going to be doing that. So this month could be fraught with that kind of thing. Could be playing out in your career or at your job. It could be playing out in your community, in your family, with your relationship, whatever. The only thing is, remember, when you're dealing with the Page of Swords, first of all, it is a court card too, so it could be representing a specific person other than yourself, which this energy is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, male or female. Sometimes pages can indicate somebody younger. It could be someone younger that you're dealing with or listening to, or it could be someone whose communication skills are pretty limited, or they communicate very immaturely. So sometimes with the Page of Swords energy, you have to back up, like whatever it is that's being spread or whatever story that's going around, you have to get more information on it. That's the thing with the Page of Swords. You can't just take whatever the communication is or the gossip is at face value. Just remember to look into it a little bit more if there's a lot of communication going on. For others of you, perhaps this is on the romantic front. If you're single and looking, this could be someone who is contacting you, perhaps dominating your month. Could be somebody quite chatty who just likes to, send you text messages and cute little things. So let's move on to your week to week. We have in week 1, we have the 5 of Cups in reverse, rooted down by the 8 of Wands upright. 5 of Cups in the upright position points to sadness, sorrow, loss, that kind of energy on the emotional front. But when the card is inverted like this can point back to the 4 of Cups in the upright position, which is a card that represents like healing from an emotional situation. It can be where we're sort of feeling a little bit apathetic on the emotional front. Now, there could be many reasons for that. It could be that, sometimes when we just went through an intense emotional blow, a breakup or something like that, it can put us in the 4 of Cups in the upright energy, because this is where we're just too busy either healing from an emotional situation, or we're not in a position to be able to deal with any emotional offerings that are coming towards us. So there is a level of healing right at the beginning of the week, and it could be somehow connected to the 8 of Wands, which is a card represents rapid communication. It could even be rapid movement. For some of you, it's about travel. Perhaps some of you are traveling back to a place where there was a hurtful incident or a situation that's associated with loss. And it could be that there's communication now. It could be that you're trying to, deal with it by communicating. And it could be that, maybe the person who was involved here that, perhaps caused a breakup or a separation or something like that. It could be that this person wants to explain. It could be that they're getting a hold of you. Maybe their small messages are coming through at first, and then now they're trying to open up, and they're just, the floodgates are just open now, and they could be communicating a lot. 8 of Wands can also indicate a level of planning. It could be planning some type of travel. It could be planning some type of activity. It could be good news for those of you who are single and looking, because sometimes this is known as the arrows of love find their mark. And the 8 of Wands can indicate also too, maybe there's a lot of communication. If you're in business for yourself or you're in sales, it could be that you're getting a lot of action or activity in that respect. In week 2, Aries, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position, rooted down by the Three of Pentacles upright. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright position can indicate a turn of the wheel. I call it Jupiter's wheel. It could be that there is a moment of good fortune. It could be a lucky break for some of you in week 2 that just happens. It could be coming out of the blue for some of you. For others of you, you've been hoping and waiting and praying for this moment where you get your opportunity. You just get this lucky break where you're able to just scoot in there and have something, turn out for you. Now, the Wheel of Fortune could indicate for some people, if you've been in the Wheel of Fortune reverse, where it seemed like you were always, butting your head against the wall and nothing was happening, nothing was turning out right. It could be that you see in week 2 a difference where things start moving in your favor. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can indicate we get out of our own way. We're no longer putting in ifs, ands, or buts to cause some type of stalling. That's what I find happens when we overthink a situation that we're trying to manifest. We can sabotage ourselves unknowingly by putting restrictions. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then we ask ourselves, well, how can we do that? And then there's resistance where we say that, oh, well, that'll never work, or I can't see that happening. Then we're entering resistance into a situation. It doesn't need to be there. When we're manifesting, we have to refrain from doing that. And when we do, that's where we get into the pocket, where we get into the energies of the wheel moving in the forward position. And things can unfold very, very quickly when we do that. We have to get out of our own head, and it's very hard for people, especially if they're, ruminating on one particular thought. It's hard to get off of that merry-go-round in the head, but it's necessary in order for us to get out of our own way sometimes. For others of you, could just find, a lucky situation where you find yourself in the right place at the right time, maybe buy a lottery ticket, win a few dollars, find your dream job, find your dream partner. It could just be a fluke thing for some of you as well. It's rooted down here with the Three of Pentacles in the upright position. Three of Pentacles, I like the energy of it because this is where we're kind of, working in harmony with other people. So it's a very cooperative energy. This is where we're on the same page with others. Really good news for people who perhaps are just starting a job. It can indicate a level of cooperation there with the people you're working with. It could be we're on a team. Maybe it's a team situation and the team itself is getting lucky. So it's like, maybe we're in some kind of competition and you and your teammates, and it turns out that there's a big win for you. It's turning in your favor. Three of Pentacles can also indicate where we're working on a project. Maybe we've been working at for quite some time, and maybe other people have joined forces with us, and we're all trying to help make it happen, even in the home. It could be where we're all working together, all the people in the home, in order to either do, a seasonal cleanup or a renovation, or even to get ready for an event. So definitely good energies about cooperation in the Wheel of Fortune. I'd like week 2 here for you. And moving on to week 3, we have Major Arcana, the Fool in the upright, rooted down by the Two of Cups. Another looks like fantastic week. The Fool in the upright position points to new beginnings. Aries are very, very adventurous and love to, trot off and try something new and different and exciting. And it just, it seems to jive a lot with Aries, the Fool energy. So this is about starting something new, maybe scrapping the old, and maybe you realize, hey, I'm on a winning team now in week 2, so let's just keep that rolling. And let's see where this will take us. But it seems like where it's taking you is someplace new. For some of you, it's something you've never tried before. It could be a new career. It could be a new type of person, even for dating. Maybe you just met this person by chance, and this is someone that you would never normally date. But who knows? You're going to see how it turns out. And there's a little bit of risky energy with the Fool, just because of the fact that it's tried. It's something you're moving into different territory, so you're not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but it's still exciting nonetheless. And if you focus more on the excitement of it and less on the, what if it doesn't turn out, because remember, we need to stay away from that type of thinking, to stay on the wheel and keep it on that wheel, because it looks like it's moving in another direction, but it's a new direction for you, Aries. Two of Cups is rooting it down here. And Two of Cups is about being on the same page with someone. Now, it could be representing an emotional connection. Maybe some of you just met somebody new. And like I said, this is a new type of person. You've never dated this kind of person before. And you're on the same page. You just feel this great emotional attachment to this person. Sometimes it can represent like a twin flame, soulmate kind of energy. It can also be about with your partner, maybe yourself, your business partner, or your marital partner or something. Maybe you're trying something new together and you're both on the same page. Could be because in week 2, maybe you tried something and saw the level of cooperation, and now someone else, it could be your best friend, like I said, could be your somebody new in your life, or it could be the tried and true that's been beside you, and they're just going along with it, saying, yes, this seems like a great situation. For some of you in week 2, this Wheel of Fortune is just like a fortunate set of circumstances, could be, that propelled you to go into a new direction. So looks very exciting. Week 4, we have the Magician at the end. This is week 4, so this is the end of the month, rooted down with the 6 of Cups. Now, the Magician in the upright position points to that ability to manifest. Now, it makes sense to me. The Fool, the Magician follows it, and there's a reason for that. Because when we're trying something new, it's we get our foot in the door, but then we have to start manifesting, right? And that's what the Magician does. The Magician is an alchemist. He starts to create things. So you're going to be wanting to manifest stuff. It seems like you've got your foot in the door, and now all of a sudden the imagination here, Aries, could be just going like gangbusters. It's just like, oh, now I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And you're just having such a good time in the manifestation mode. Could be a connection to the past too. 6 of Cups is a card that represents the past. Could be longing for the past, having fond memories of the past. Could be a connection to the past, especially when you have in the same reading at 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. That's strong soulmate energy. So this could be a soulmate is arriving on the scene. It could be you're connecting or reconnecting with a soulmate. And the 6 of Cups is about that, blast from the past. Could be a return from someone. It could be you wanting to maybe, recreate something from the past, because the Magician can create anything, including recreating scenarios, situations that brought great fondness from the past. So, looks like a very interesting month for you, Aries. And in closing, as always, I will be pulling a zodiac card to see. One will be for love and romance, and the other for career and finance. So we're going to start with love and romance for Aries. What is your card? Moon in Aquarius, free spirit. We do have air energy here. Some of you could be connecting this month to an Aquarian, or it could be an Aquarian introduces you to the love of your life, or it could be something special happens when the moon is in Aquarius in October. Then also, in closing, I will be pulling the career and finance card for Aries. What do we have? We have Moon in Virgo. Moon in Virgo. So it could be a Virgo is connected to your career and finances. It could be something significant happens with your career and finance when the moon is in Virgo. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I really want to thank you for joining me, and I hope the reading helped. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.